Bihar's BJP unit may have celebrated Narendra Modi's birthday with pomp and glory just a few weeks ago, but the Gujarat Chief Minister is unmoved. The entire BJP brigade from the BJP from Bihar has been blacked out from the Gujarat poll campaign, and this has not gone down too well with BJP leaders in Bihar. Modi's Bihar blackout has sent shockwaves in the BJP. These were the leaders who have stoutly defended Modi from Congress fire and had recently vowed to bring the Hindutva mascot to a rally in Bihar. But Modi has ruthlessly rewinded himself to the 2010 Assembly elections when these leaders bowed to Nitish Kumar's diktat and told him to keep off the Bihar campaign trail. But the Gujarat BJP unit is still backing its chief minister. After the uproar, there's even talk of a rethink on the final campaign list. Let's listen into the discordant notes across the BJP spectrum.
नहीं, ये आपकी चिंता जायज है कि आप हमारे यहाँ संतुलित रीति से प्रयास प्रचार का रहे। अगर मैंने जो आपको बताया कि ये जैसे कंफर्मेशन आता है ऐसे हम इसको यहाँ से लगाते हैं और इसको अपडेट करते रहेंगे और वो अंतिम दौर तक अपडेट होता रहेगा।
बताइए, बीजेपी का कोई भी कार्यक्रम हो बिना शाहनवाज हुसैन के हो सकता है? जरूर नाम होगा।
हो सकता है कि नरेंद्र जी से डिस्कस किया हो, केंद्र भी डिस्कस किया हो और उसके बाद लिस्ट बनाया होगा और बनाया है, तो ये ठीक है। दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि बिहार के लोगों किसी को उन्होंने नहीं बुलाया है।
Well, the word is that the entire BJP brigade from Bihar has been blacked out. They include National Party leaders, including BJP's prominent Muslim face Shahnawaz Hussain, top leaders Ravi Shankar Prasad, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Modi, Shatrughan Sinha, and even C.P. Thakur, who had cut Modi's birthday cake, have been shut out of the campaign trail. So what is Modi's big idea? By blacklisting Bihar BJP leaders, Modi is getting back at them for excluding him from the Bihar campaign in 2010. Modi is also sending out a strong message to the BJP for bowing to Nitish Kumar. Well, let me go across to Atish Srivastava, who joins us on the phone line. Atish, a rather audacious decision there on the part of Modi, but is this really likely to be the final campaign list? Can he actually afford to leave out stalwarts of the BJP like Ravi Shankar Prasad, C.P. Thakur, and even Shatrughan Sinha?
Well, Rukmani, as far as the list of campaigners are concerned, there are two kind of lists which are made by political parties. One is a state list which has been submitted, and the central list which will be submitted next week. What we know for sure that Ravi Shankar Prasad and Shahnawaz Hussain, along with Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, will definitely be going to Gujarat. The list which has been made by centre, because the list which now has been submitted is the list of campaigners who will be travelling in the helicopter, because this is something which is needed to submit the list for the finance purposes, and they have done that. But as far as Shahnawaz, Ravi Shankar is concerned, they had a pre-plan that they will be going to Gujarat in first week of November, and along with Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. But yes, there is no doubt about the fact that the relationship between Bihar and Gujarat is not really good. Okay. Narendra Modi has made it very clear that he wanted to go to Gujarat. He wanted to go to Bihar for the rally, but Bihar unit of BJP was not really excited about it. There were differences. So probably his list does not have leaders of Bihar's name just to prove a point. If you don't want me there, I also don't want you here.
All right, let me also go across to our political editor Javed Ansari, who joins us on the phone line. Javed, this seems to be round two of the shadow boxing that is going on between Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi. But what are the larger implications for the NDA alliance with the JDU, considering he's indirectly, if you will, hitting out at those leaders who are close to Nitish Kumar?
First of all, if indeed this news is true and if Modi stays the course and refuses to allow leaders of his own party from Bihar to campaign in Gujarat, then this will mean this will certainly not be a vote of confidence, and it will mean that the continuation of that internecine battle which is raging between him and the Bihar Chief Minister, Mr. Nitish Kumar. The reason why the axe is falling on the Bihar BJP leaders is perhaps because he's peaked at the fact that they didn't resist and put up enough of a fight when Nitish Kumar put his foot down against Mr. Modi campaigning during the elections. And this will certainly lead to greater fissures and widen the chasm that already exists between these two leaders of the NDA.
Right, Javed, as you correctly said, the cracks in the BJP are coming out wide into the open. What do you think the BJP High Command's reaction to this is going to be? Will they placate Modi and bring him around, or are they going to defer to his judgment on this?
Well, certainly behind the scenes, I'm sure Mr. Arun Jaitley, who usually deals and who has a very good rapport with Mr. Narendra Modi, I'm sure the likes of Arun Jaitley will have a quiet word with Mr. Modi, prevail upon him to allow some leaders, at least for form's sake, to campaign there, because or else it will, just create this, underline the impression that is already there in the public mind that all is not well within the BJP as far as Mr. Modi's leadership is concerned.
All right. Let me also go across to Kumar Rakesh, who's a Mail Today correspondent who joins us for some perspective. Kumar, what is your reading of these developments? Can the BJP really afford to look the other way at the way Modi is really dictating terms as far as the Bihar BJP is concerned?
Elections in Gujarat have been about Modi's projecting the elections in Gujarat like Modi versus Sonia Gandhi show. And the party here is trying to downplay the development because they believe that none of the leaders from Bihar, they have a really mass base who can help Modi get more votes in Gujarat. And anyway, Gujarat is, Modi is building this fight as a personality show between him and Sonia Gandhi. And he believes that he doesn't need leaders from Bihar or for that matter, regional leaders from outside to help him in the elections.
All right. Kumar Rakesh, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective. I'll also thank Javed Ansari and Atish Srivastava for joining us on this development. We will touch base for all the latest on that developing story.